Hello, hello. Wow, wow, wow. What a world we live in, where Vine Amoris is streaming on Twitch. I know, it's pretty incredible. Today, we're depressed, so we're doing a test stream since we haven't done this before. Ideally, 0 to 1 viewers will show up. Um, and I'm gonna be not doing that good of a job of playing because I'm gonna be checking all my settings and listening back to this on my phone live. So apologies ahead of time for that. But to keep you, to catch you up, if you will. Oh, jeez. See, we don't actually have a second monitor. So we have, other than alt-tabbing, we have no way to check, like, the chat and activity. Luckily, once again, we have 0 to 1 viewers. Currently on the lower half of that scale. Anyway, we're gonna catch you up on this. Here's the deal. This right here is World of Warcraft Classic. Can you see our cursor? I can't tell if you can see our cursor because when I alt tab, it goes away. That's fine. This right here is World of Warcraft Classic. If you are aware of World of Warcraft, it is a video game that sucks, but it's also very fun. And I've never actually played modern World of Warcraft, but we played World of Warcraft as children. And so recently, our brother and some friends got back into it. And even though it is 15 whole dollars a month to play, which is the price of a full other game, I'm playing it this month. We're playing it this month. We'll see. We'll see if that lasts. So we've been playing it exactly this month. And it's a good old time. It's a good old grand old time. I'm doing a terrible job at streaming already because we're starting you right in the middle of the story. I mean, okay, to be fair to us, there isn't a story. I mean, there is, but who reads the dialogue anyway? It's World of Warcraft. I'm not like role-playing here. I guess I could. I mean, my name's Monkey Woman. Do you think that we're role-playing a character? The character we're role-playing, the most role-play aspect of our character is that we constantly carry milk on us, so we can hand it out to people and claim that it is fresh Tauren milk. Which is a fantastic bit, obviously. Speaking of which, I need to clear out my inventory, which involves going to the auction house. Here's one of the issues with this video game, and why it makes a perfect streaming game for my beautiful test stream. It's really boring. This is why we say it's a bad game, is because it's very fun and good, except for when it's extremely boring, which is often. When you're not actively questing, you're just... Look how slow the base walking speed is. We're so thankful we're a shaman because we get this ability called Ghost Wolf where we can move a lot faster, but most characters don't have that. And it's level 40 before you have to get a mount, and getting to level 40 takes a hot minute. So you're just walking at this speed for so long. Who is that for? Who designed that? And to make any reasonable amount of money, which you need, because to get new abilities, you need to buy them. With in-game money, of course. They're not that cruel. It's way more worth it to, like, auction items off. So you just... And they make your inventory gosh darn tiny. So you're just constantly having to fly back home and then sell your items, and then you have to fly back out, and fast travel isn't fast because it takes time. It's faster than walking because anything is faster than walking. Lord, have mercy. Anyway, let me sell off some of this grand old stuff. Moss Agate. We honestly don't know. We're not great at this game. Here's the other problem with streaming this game, is that we aren't good, and we feel like the only people watching WoW Classic streams are people who would be actively, who, like, know about WoW Classic and care. And that's just not... You're going to not like what we do. We're trying, okay? We're not trying to play poorly. Just trust that we probably will. Anyway, if you haven't played this game before, and you, for some reason, are willing to spend $15 a month on it, know that you should always auction everything off because you just earned so much money. Like, look at this. This is a garbage shield for no one. No one should want this, and yet it's worth 5 silver, which is a solid amount of money at this level. This is a single broken egg. I don't even know what you could possibly do with that, yet people will pay 6 silver for it. We will never understand who is on this game buying these things, but we're glad they are, because these spider fangs, actually you could probably make like a poison out of that. That seems like something that could be useful to you. That seems more reasonable anyway. The rest of this stuff I can sell normally. I don't know if I want the staff. I don't really use staves. Unless I do. Hey, am I using a staff right now? Oh, right, I am. That's embarrassing for us. But our staff is extremely good, so we're definitely not going to use that. Apparently we have 1 viewer, but I'm pretty sure that's us. Because we have, like, our account open online right now. Just, actually, we should check that. Let me take a look. Oh my gosh. You guys are seeing the past. Ain't that crazy? We know how streaming works. We knew that. That was a joke. You guys are gonna love this stream. Trust me. This is nothing but bangers on this stream. Alright? Hold on. I have to finally turn in an extremely important quest. Oh, I definitely should have turned off the voice mod for this stream. That's fine. Okay, so take a look at this extremely good quest. You have to collect 60 wool. For no, I don't know why this is a quest. It's a quest that exists in every city. And also is like, takes a long time and it's not interesting. And we cannot figure out why it exists. But we have a problem where we obsessively do quests because it feels good to complete them. You'll notice that we have a full quest log at all times, which is stupid and unnecessary. We have something in Silverpine Forest, and like so many quests in the Barrens, and we're not even doing the Barrens quests right now. You can just pick them up again. We have no reason to keep those on us, and yet here we are doing exactly that. Like a bunch of fools. Like a bunch of fools. Who is it for? Who is this wool for? Who is this wool for? Boria? Boria's always asking for stuff like this. By the way, we also keep wanting to swear. We have been trying to swear less in life because as our shitty transphobic shit, damn it, fuck! Damn it! Okay, ignore that. That didn't happen. And as our not great transphobic father likes to say, swearing is the sign of somebody with a low intellect.
Wonderful. We thank you for your generous donation.
That was super worth it. I don't even know if 240 is a lot of XP. It definitely isn't. Why did we do that? Lord have mercy. Anyway, we feel like we were saying something. We have ADHD alongside our other disabilities. Oh yes, our terrible, terrible transphobic father loves to talk about how you shouldn't swear, and the problem is that he is bad, but he's also kind of right about that. Not that we actually think swearing is bad for any reason, but we do think that over the past few years, we've started swearing instead of saying things in an interesting way. Like, we just would say, that's effing horrid. Sorry, that's like effing terrible, and it's a bunch of S-word. You know, you're not allowed to stream on Twitch. You're not allowed to swear on Twitch, right? It's gonna be really embarrassing if you're allowed to. Anyway, the point is, instead of that, we could be like, this is simply awful. How dare they design this in such a maleficent manner? I don't know what maleficent means. It just came to mind. I think that's a person. I actually don't think that's a word. Shut up, Sagorn. I hate this guy. I have new stuff I can get. Frost resistance totem. Ooh, fancy schmancy. More stuff to fill up my slowly overstuffed hotbars. Oh, even more Lightning Shield? Love Lightning Shield. Rock Bite a weapon? Best spell. Stone Skin Totem? Strength of Earth Totem? So many good things. Nothing but net on this podcast. Which is what you could call it, because why would you even watch the stream? It's not that interesting. So far, we have auctioned things and walked around a city. This is exciting stuff. I mean, look, if you've been enjoying this, you're gonna love the rest of the game, because, oh boy, combat's exciting. I press buttons. Actually, I don't even press buttons, because we have macros, so you won't even be able to see us, like, reaching for things and clicking them down here most of the time. Other than our totems, we use macros for most of our abilities, so we're just gonna be, you know, pressing buttons you can't see. But that's fine. You'll understand. You'll figure it out. We need to go to...
You haven't lived until you've looked down on the world from the back of...
How about you haven't lived at all? How about you're not going to be alive soon? Alright, see, look, this is what I'm talking about. It takes 4 full minutes and then 20 more seconds, weed number, to get back to this place. Ridiculous. But we are going to make good use of that time, because we're going to try to go onto our phone, like we said earlier. You remember when you were here for this part of the stream? You remember. You totally remember. Alright, now we need to find our own account. We've never logged into Twitch on our phone. Feels like we should have done that. Is there an app? There's probably an app. We're gonna go look for an app. Twitch.com/app. Nope, that's TikTok. Why? Don't install TikTok, please, for the love of God. We already have a problem with YouTube Shorts. We're gonna message our friends and say, we were talking to our friends earlier about how we're depressed and don't know what to do with our time. So now we're just gonna say, we decided to stream on Twitch. This will cure us. According to us. Wow, guys, we're gonna be really honest. The second we opened Discord in the background, we got that feeling that we do at work when we open Discord instead of doing our work. What if we are bad at Twitch streaming because we repeatedly check our Discord instead of paying attention to the stream? This is why we wish we had someone else to play off of, because we can't keep this level of fascinating commentary up. Hell, we don't even know if you can hear us because we haven't checked the audio yet. I guess we can check the levels just by looking at them. Seems fine. Maybe. Log into Twitch. I don't even know my own password. See, here's the problem, is that we know we have our password on a password manager, and we could open it up right now, and we know that it won't show up on stream, but because we haven't streamed before, we're paranoid and don't want it to show up on stream. That's okay. We have it on our phone as well. Sorry, kids, no breaking into my Twitch stream account today. Because you would get a lot out of that. We've got at least $500 stored in the Twitch bank right now. No, that's not the right. No, that is the right. We're so... y'all. Our friends texting us about how they don't want to spend time with us because they hate us. I mean, apparently they're sick, and that's the reason, but presumably secretly it's because they hate us. Oh no. My password manager wants my password. That's a problem because only our password manager knows that. Guys, we have a problem. We have a problem, and that is that we're stupid. The problem is that we're dumb. That's okay. We're allowed. Okay. Well, we got this. We've got a full minute left on this flight. That's enough to pull up our stream, maybe. Maybe. It's hard to say for sure. Okay, we're making progress on this side of the universe. No, I don't want to pay you money, Twitch. I want you to pay me money. Probably not going to. But that's the goal at the end of the day, right? We live under sort of like a fascist capitalist country, a rule of people who don't care about who we are and generally want us to be as exhausted and depressed at all times as we can be so that we don't ever have the energy to revolt against them. So making money is difficult, but hey, you never know. That's the dream, right? Making money. Wouldn't it just be? Oh no, we said that instead of logging into our account. Okay, yeah, great. Okay, no, we're making progress over here. It's working, it's happening. Apparently, our friend messaged us, James Eats Paints Fortnite Friday. And that's... We told them we were streaming on Twitch and they just said that, and we don't know what that's supposed to mean. We know who James is. It's the fake name we made up for the real person that they mentioned who we do know. I guess they stream on Twitch and they did a Eating Pants Fortnite Friday. Can you eat pants in Fortnite? I'll assume yes. Oh, we should hold on a second. What do you mean that I'm wrong? You don't know anything about being right. Twitch.com/login. Who made you like this? Maybe we can use our email instead of our username, even though it's not asking for it. This is the kind of quality content you guys pay us for. You do pay us, right? Right? Oh, Jesus. How are we gonna make money? Guys, remember the fascism we talked about? Come on, give us some dollars. This is how you get new viewers, I think. From what we can tell, it's you don't play the video game and instead you're on your phone logging into your own Twitch so you can watch your stream. Without having to somehow find your stream just on Twitch in general. We're gonna lose our minds. Okay. We're saying that our account, that our username is wrong, but we know that's objectively untrue because we're looking at our stream right now. We're looking at our account and it's not wrong. So we don't know what to say about that, but... Oh. It's because we're stupid with the wrong password. That's probably why. We blame our password manager. Not because it definitely wasn't us just clicking on the wrong password. That would be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. Oh, no. Okay. Everything's good. Everything is super good. Oh god, remember when we said everything was good? That was a lie. Okay, it's okay. Everything's gonna be a-okay. In our life. We should ask what this eating pants things means. We feel like we sort of introduced that as a... Yeah, I guess we should turn on notifications. Unfortunately. Yeah, go to my channel. I want to watch my stream unlike anyone else. That's why we're calling you out. This is your fault. All of you people. Oh no. Oh, that's gonna be unpleasant. We can hear our own voice. All of you people. Wow. We can have a conversation with ourselves. Hold on a second. How are you, Vinay? We can have a conversation with ourselves. Hold on a second. How are you, Vinay? Oh, we're doing great. Thank you, Vinay. How are you doing? We can have a conversation with ourselves. Hold on a second. How are you, Vinay? Oh, we're doing great. Thank you, Vinay. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, it's so nice of you to ask. We're actually doing pretty good. So far, this stream rocks. It sucks. And it's gonna get your docs off if you know what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, it's so nice of you to ask. We're actually doing pretty good. So far, this stream rocks. It sucks. And it's gonna get your docs off if you know what I'm saying. Oh, we should have made a Rock'em Sock'em Robots joke. That was probably what our brain was trying to get to, but then we lost track of that because instead we thought about sex, which does happen. Oh my god, shut up. Nobody cares. Jesus. Okay, back to it. So our audio quality, not gonna lie, not amazing, but we're mostly trying to judge the audio levels right now, and we'll worry about the quality some other time. This isn't a high quality stream. You guys have to pay us at least $50 and or Robux. What's the Robux equivalent to $1? I'm gonna guess it's 1-to-1. Like, that currency is perfect. That bubble's never gonna burst. Alright, hold on a sec. We're gonna mute ourselves? No, wait, that doesn't make sense. How do we test this? This is gonna become an issue. Okay, hold on. We're gonna say a bunch of stuff, mute ourselves, and then say a bunch of stuff while we make a bunch of noise in the game, and then quickly mute ourselves, and then turn on the volume to our own stream because it's on a delay. You see, we're smart. This is why we have a degree in whatever we have a degree in. Here is us talking while we use... here is us talking while we use the loudest spells that we have access to. Let's use this thing, and I don't have a target for that. Can I target this man? Here, we're just gonna keep doing... That's our loudest spell. Alright, let's test that. Okay, that, like, kind of... It sounds like the audio ducking is working great, but we're gonna try this one more time using this, and then we're gonna shut up and do it again. I nailed it. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. We should have done like a one of the, you know, as you can see, there's some pretty incredible assets on our screen right now, but probably one of the assets we should have made is like a away from keyboard type asset, because we do want to go get water, but if someone shows up, we don't want them to think that our stream is just us standing still while we don't talk. It's actually us standing still while we do talk. I guess we could shout from across the room. I don't know if that'll work. Let's test it. That's another good thing to know about the audio on this stream. Whoa, what the hell? That's the most incredible moonwalk we've ever seen. Get it, Scootsy? Legend. Alright. I will be back. And then we're gonna start screaming from the other end of the room while we pour ourselves a glass of water. Because that's important for your mental health. And probably the physical one as well, but we pay less attention to that. One problem at a time, guys. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, so we're talking as we walk away from the computer. We're going to try and keep a consistent volume. Now, the furthest distance we're going to be from the computer. So we're going to try sort of shouting and see how that picks up. I hope this is good. And then we're going to go on to the thing and play it back. That's sounding. So, it seems like, for some reason, shouting from back here, it doesn't really activate the audio ducking. Not sure why that is. Luckily, that shouldn't be a problem since we shouldn't be back here much. It's a really good stream, guys. Okay. We also think that we should like turn down the audio on the game just a little bit. Hello, hello. Back to normal. Hello. Back to normal. Okay, yeah. For some reason, the audio ducking only works when we're close to the mic. Don't know what's up with that, but that's not a big deal. I'm gonna turn this down by 1 and assume that that works for the stream as well. I actually don't know. I assume because it's the in-game audio I'm affecting. Should be good. Oh my god. Water is so good. Whoever invented water. What a legend. Okay, so what quest we want to do first? We're hanging out in Windshear Craig. I mean, the Stone Talon Mountains. That's where we are. Fishing level 55? Damn, girly pop. What even is our fishing level? What's our fishing level? 67. We're gonna nail this. Anyway, we're gonna head north, first and foremost, and do whatever this Gaia Seed quest is. I think that sounds like fun. I think everybody's gonna enjoy that. We're gonna show you something really good about this video game. You can dance when you're in wolf form. Remember when we said this game was bad? We take it all back. This game is maybe the best game? IGN 10 out of 10 type situation. This is basically the Dark Souls of MMORPGs, I think. This video game sucks and it should be way better. 10 out of 10. I don't think I'm allowed to say that guy's name. But another problem with our ADHD as a streamer is that we are probably going to have to stop ourselves from commenting on everything possible all the time because some things you're not legally allowed to comment on. In an MMORPG, you can't say all the stuff you see. There's some messed up stuff down here. It's not for the faint of heart. Whoa, what the hell? We have not been up this far north. That's terrifying. And like a level at which we actually should genuinely be worried to fight that guy. Interesting. Okay. Oh, we're remembering something. No. Okay, so we do have our Discord audio streaming as well, but it's muted besides voice chat, so it'd only be if we joined a voice chat that would become an issue. Which is on purpose, so that's fine. But we're curious if we pull up our stream again on the phone, and we're gonna go play a video over here. We've got a WoW leveling guide in the background, because like we said, we're not experts.
Increasing your chance to dodge by 2%. We're going to move into flurry, 5 out of 5. We're going to move into...
Huh.
You're going to put 1 more point into improve Ghost Wolf, reducing the cast time of Ghost Wolf spell by 2 seconds, so it's effectively making it a 1-second cast. Then at this point, you can go right into Anticipation, or if you're going to have access to two-handed axes and maces pretty soon, which you should, I would recommend going right into two-handed axes and maces, but for whatever reason...
Okay. Okay. So, two things. Firstly, oh, that's why. We had no idea what that loud smacking sound was, and whatever it was, the only reason it happened multiple times was because we had our stream open on our phone again in the background. That's really good and smart of us. We're so attractive. Okay, don't at all know what that sound was. That is concerning. Gaia seeds, huh? There's eggs. They have eggs? Is eggs good? Am I pro eggs? Or am I pro choice? That's right. I should have put on the political tag for this one. Remember when WoW wasn't political? That's not a Gaia seed. That is a pine cone. I think they might have reused an asset for this one, guys. I don't wanna call them out or anything, but they might just have reused an asset. Also, I don't know what makes that fatality soundbite play, and it also annoys us. So sorry about that one. We have a bunch of add-ons, in case you haven't played WoW Classic or just don't play with add-ons. As usual with very old games, they're kind of bad, except that everybody loves them, and so they make a bunch of mods that make them good again. It's kind of it's like a Bethesda RPG, you know? So like the base gameplay obviously isn't edited by the mods because that would be cheating. It's an online game. But there are... Ooh, I see, where are you? I saw you pop up on my screen. Where is she? Gaia! Where are you, Gaia? Alright, Gaia abandoned us a long time ago. Anyway, we were saying something about mods. Yes, so mods, the mods that are added just to make things a lot clearer, like this quest tracker, that wasn't there. Also, like any of the symbols on the map that tell you where the hell you're supposed to be weren't there. We don't know how we played this game without all this stuff as kids. We fully, we had so much more patience, which we guess is probably because we had so much more time, because we were, I want to say 8 at the time. No, actually, we were younger. We were like 6 when we played this game. Damn. That Katsune is fishing at level 60. Oh, Control Alt Elites. That's a good bit. That's a certified banger bit. How have we seen 0 acorns? I mean pine cones. I mean Gaia seeds. Oh, it's just a majestic deer. Oh, I have to kill those? Cool. You know, one thing we love about Tauren missions is that they're like, oh, we love nature and we have to respect nature. And it's all so important to us. But for all of our quests, you do have to go hunt down an entire ecosystem worth of animals in order to collect some random ingredients for, like, my potion or my stew or something. Like, why would we need these eyes? I'd probably learn that if I read the quest description. Forest magic? Yeah, what's up with those? 3 little cages for 3 little elves. Oh, this is one of those racist ones. This one we were talking about with our friends last night. I don't know if you're aware of this, but video games are kind of designed by white people. Oh, that guy's trying to kill me. That's fun. I'd rather they didn't. They have, you know, a skull. Oh, hell yeah, thank you. Solidarity, bestie. They have a skull icon, which means they're ridiculously out of our level. So we don't want to tussle with the guy. Time to go on this mission instead. This is more Corsair eyes, I suppose. Oh my god. Why are there so many people around here? Okay, thank god for Ghost Wolf, honestly. Do we need to kill you? Oh, I do have to kill you, okay. We were saying about mods. Ah, who cares? Oh, no, we were saying about racism. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. I will say, this game is not as bad as a lot of RPGs, but it definitely has some features which we feel are a little racist. You know, like, okay, so the troll race. They have a Caribbean accent, I want to say. We can't quite remember which one it is. But we think it's a Caribbean accent, and that on its own would be fine. But they all talk in, like, broken, weird English, and they have a culture that I think is the type of culture that by European standards would be kind of looked down upon and thought of as lesser. So it's very stereotypical. Like, in the meantime, Orcs and Taurens have, like, these giant, majestic cities. I don't even know if the Trolls have a capital city, but the only Troll cities we've been to, and by cities I mean, like, villages, have been, like, riverside shacks. And look, we love a good riverside shack, but if that's all you're representing in a culture, I feel like you're kind of trying to represent them as, like, a bit of a dumb fool culture. But, like, for example, take a look at this. First of all, Witch Doctor. Already rough start. Then they say, so excited I am, like they're goddamn Yoda. What are we doing here, guys? Other than that, though, I think this game, from what we've seen, gets away with it. For being such an old game, we'll give it, I guess, we'll give it a pass. It's okay. The only real tragedy is that apparently there are role player servers, which once again, normally we'd be super into. That's fun. We love a good role play. But they do the accents on those, and we doubt most of them are Caribbean. So, unfortunate, that one. What are you gonna do? Not play on the servers, probably. That's what we do about it. Yeah, other than that, we think the most vaguely, and by vaguely we mean fairly blatantly bigoted thing about this video game is the goblins being like 100% Jewish stereotypes. Which, you know, comes standard with the goblin. Oh my gosh, we have the devil's health. Isn't that fun for us? What are we getting up here? Oh, more forest magic. Ah, cool. What a grand old time. To keep alt-tabbing into our stream to see if anything has happened. And nothing has. Surprising no one, but that's fine. The only way to get better at streaming is to stream. Sap? Is that a disease? Why are there so many guys here? Oh, you know what? It's because we're pretty close to Alliance territory. That's probably why. If there was nothing to dispel, then why did you feel the need to kick us out of our own house and home? You absolute bastard. Level 24? Ooh, that might be rough solo. We might call in some backup. We could, maybe. Maybe if you guys wait long enough, we'll have friends on the stream. Wouldn't that be fun? We could prove that we have friends. We did blow off friends earlier to stream, because we thought that talking to friends wouldn't fix us, but streaming would. Look, we have this thing where we're self-interested and want to talk to ourselves. What happened to this person? They seem to have a bit of a bean face situation. Sort of one of those situations where their face is covered in beans. Really gonna go ahead and hope that... No, that person's definitely considering murdering us. So we're just gonna go ahead and leave. God, we love Ghost Wolf. Banger spell. Sorry about the leaves getting in the screen, by the way. I feel like that probably could be headache-inducing for some folk. No, they are, in fact, chasing us. Okay, they kind of stopped. This is going to be a dangerous quest, huh? No, they're still coming this way. Okay, maybe we go back. Maybe we go back. This is going to be one of those days, it seems. We have not played much in PvP areas. We've done only a little bit of PvP and only in groups. But a lot of these guys are higher enough level than us that we don't really want to tussle. So we'll just sort of sit up here, and they won't see us. Probably. 12 inches unbuffed. They are exactly our level. There's a chance we could fight them. Does it tell you what class they are? Because depending on the class, we could potentially... One of the benefits of Shaman... We haven't talked anything about our build. One of the benefits of Shaman is you do kind of explode people. You get a lot of burst. That's also our Shaman build, especially. Is we're going for sort of a burst damage build. Which is useful in PvP. That's the reason we're doing it, because we are on a PvP server, in case you have not noticed by our sheer terror. Okay. We're gonna, like, run into the sidelines here. Although standing near an epic monster spawn is potentially dangerous. Ugh, I hope there's no invisible assassin-type folk out here. Hollow. That's where we would hang out if we were invisible assassin-type folk. There sure aren't guys. I mean, there's not Alliance guys, which is good for us, but there's also not the guys we're supposed to kill, which is bad for us. Corrosive Sap Beast? First of all, Sap shouldn't be corrosive. Second of all, the idea of a sap slime is actually quite fun. We enjoy that. Acid swapping be damned, that's a good idea. However, we don't really want to eat the sap right now. I mean, we are wolfing up, but still. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Okay, perfect. Damn, someone just killing the Fae out here. How sweet. Ooh, here's the other problem, is we think they recently introduced the honor system to this game, which is a system that encourages PvP, because you earn honor by killing players that are around your level. We don't actually know what benefits you gain, but you gain stuff, and that's enough for people to try and murder us for more than spite. Okay, so this guy is a level above us, and we're fighting 2 people. So we're gonna do what's called a runaway type strategy. We gotta say, so many benefits to playing a shaman. We feel like, and we're not experts again, but they've got to be one of the more viable solo characters because they have such a good ability at getting out of situations. The totems we just placed down, although we can't place both of them at once, we just switch between one and the other since they stand completely still, is the Stone Claw totem, which is basically a taunt. It makes NPCs at least want to hit it. But if that doesn't work, we throw down an Earthbind, which slows them, and between that and our Ghost Wolf, we're gonna be out of most situations. Most enemies have the same attack speed. That's probably gonna... I guess that won't lead to Ashen Veil. I don't know where this is gonna lead. I don't have anything to do up here, but I'm kind of curious. It's an open world game. Let's explore, baby.
Fatality.
Maybe it's just Brother Ravenok's house. I swear the boss fight in this one's gonna be... Ow, no! It's a guy. Who would have guessed? They have enemies in the game. Wild stuff, y'all. Truly wild. Okay, let's see if we can, Okay, I don't know why that's just sort of not working. Oh, hold on. Hold on. No, this is going really well. Hold on. Okay. Just let me get this one off. Trust me. Okay, you idiot. Why did you trust me? Obviously we were gonna heal ourselves. God, this guy sucks. Terrible gamer. Truly terrible stuff. Embarrassing. We've also remembered now that we did not put the new heal spell on our hotbar, so that's a bit of a waste. This is gonna be a bit of a rough battle. We sure are running out of heals. Yeah, you know, that makes a lot of sense. Now here's the best part of the game. If you thought the walking was fun, then you're gonna love this part of the game, where you get to walk. Good stuff. Big fan. Huge fan. Apologies for that. We were messaging people on Discord because we are professionals. Professionals at streaming. We're probably not going the right way. Okay. That's fine. Everything is fine. Now, luckily, you may be thinking to yourself, oh, Vinay, why are you bothering with this freaking walking simulator of a video game? And here's the thing. You're wrong. It's not a walking simulator.
Fatality.
It's a Peggle simulator. That's right, they got Peggle. It's an add-on you can get. But, yeah, no, we've got Peggle right in here. So, get ready to see some hot Peggle gameplay, which I'm pretty sure is what you were looking for when you clicked on the WoW stream. By the way, fun fact. When we were choosing the category for the stream, which we chose as World of Warcraft, of course, apparently there's a whole streaming section for WoW Peggle. And how that could possibly be a whole section of streams baffles us. Who wants to watch Peggle specifically in World of Warcraft? From what we can tell, it's the same, but there's less levels, less options, and to be fair, I guess a talent tree, which is a new system, but it's not that interesting. Just play real Peggle or something. Lord. Anyway, we shouldn't stream on that because I don't know if you've noticed, but we're not good at Peggle. To be fair, we are on a difficult level. But also to be fair, to us, we have a tendency to get impatient with Peggle and then not try that hard. We still wouldn't be that good if we were trying hard, but we, as you probably noticed, that we weren't really aiming our shots all that much. What a land we live in, y'all. Ooh. Top tier barricade jumping. If this game really were Dark Souls, you wouldn't have been able to get over that. In fact, you probably would have had to, like, defeat 4 great bosses and collect their souls before you could get past that one. It's an obscure Dark Souls joke, because it's about Dark Souls 2 and everyone hates that game. And they are wrong, but, you know. Just because you're objectively wrong doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes you, like, an embarrassment to your family or whatever. That's okay, we're already embarrassments to our family. We may have mentioned earlier, but we have a terrible transphobic father, and we are notably transgender. Oh, we should have mentioned that. If you are transphobic, not the stream for you. We are sorry. We can recommend a couple streams, like most of the ones, but unfortunately we are trans, and so that could come into conflict with your identity as somebody who hates trans people. Like we said, we didn't want to get political. We didn't put the political tags on this one. So maybe we shouldn't have talked about it in the first place. But we felt like it was worth mentioning, you know, just as like a warning. You know, when you're on like a first date and you're like, I have to warn you that I am a convicted felon who did a murder and is currently on the run. And it wasn't even like one of those cool murders like that one Luigi did. It was like, it was a bad, mean murder. Being trans is a lot like that. We have to be clear that we're being sarcastic. We're a bit British, aren't we? And unfortunately that means we have a very dry sense of humor, so we sometimes are sarcastic. And it's not clear. We're also autistic, so we have a lot of autistic friends. And that's not good for us, because we are sarcastic and they don't get it. We had this big problem actually a while back where we were in a friend group that kept thinking that we had terrible opinions about things because we would say clearly sarcastic things like what we just said and they would take it at face value. Like we had this running bit where we're the best people in the universe because we have kind of an obsession with ethical philosophy and so we talk about it a lot. So of course the bit goes that we're ethically perfect and that's why we're right about all of our opinions. And for a long time, they thought legitimately that we actually did believe we were perfect people, which is a wild thing to think about somebody that you're friends with, because why would you be friends with that person? Have higher standards, and that's why we're not friends with them. Get destroyed! Took him down a notch, am I right? I don't know why we're just using this to vent. Okay. Back on to the real stuff. Back onto the real gaming. Oh, we didn't put the stuff on our hotbar again, huh? That's fine. I think macros automatically use the highest level of a spell. So actually our healings should have been the highest level still. But we still should populate our hotbar with the new stuff as best we can. Yeah. A level Earth Shock is... Well, that's actually a macro, so it's not level. If anyone is ever interested or watching in the first place, you bastard, we were talking to our lush and luxurious audience, of which there are many a member. I'm gonna put down this bomb totem. Why not mean to go off before they die, but I think it's a fun totem. The totem that explodes. Anyway, if anyone ever wants us to explain macros, we'd be happy to do so. It's annoying and somewhat stupid, but it's not far off of what we do for our job, which is computer science. Uses a similar sort of logic in that this is what it looks like. But that's fine. That's fine. It's super fun and not at all terrible. And we definitely don't have a macro that looks like this. Lord have mercy. Oh, a torn furry ear. Poor furry. Those costumes are expensive, dog. Really hope they're doing okay. Oh, okay, so you remember Chekhov's eating pants Twitch stream that we mentioned earlier? We finally got an answer to that one. Apparently, this guy, who I think we lied and called them James, don't know why we're pretending that we don't exactly remember that that's what their name was in our lie. We like lying. That's neither here nor there. The point is that apparently they're a Twitch streamer, which makes sense based on what we know about them. But they did a stream with Elon Musk, and we just can't believe that that's true. We're gonna message our friend that and see what they say. We simply cannot fathom a reality in which that is true. The Elon Musk thing, to be clear, the Twitch streamer thing makes sense. Twitch streaming is very easy to do, hence why we are doing it. Specifically when we're depressed, because when you're depressed and you just want to turn your brain off, you play a game that doesn't require that much thought while you talk to yourself. And hopefully, between those two things, you fix yourself. And that'd be good. Because our therapist sure ain't doing it. Ayo, up top. Hopefully that picked up. Hopefully it picked up and also it didn't destroy your ears. We, once again, have not done that much testing on our audio settings. It's our first stream. Cut us some slack. You absolute arseholes. Steel Bloom. Damn, do we even have Steel Bloom? Oh, we've got a bit of Steel Bloom. We don't think we even have any recipes. You can only take limited professions in this game. You can only take 2 professions specifically, which are, non-combat skills, basically. Except there are a couple of professions everyone can take, like, I believe the 3 are first aid, cooking, and fishing, so I do all of those. But the professions we chose, the specialized ones, are herbalism, as you just saw, and alchemy, which you can use herbs for. So it makes sense as a combo. Which is great, actually. It's a good profession, because herbalism is fairly easy, since there's plants everywhere, and you can make some pretty quality potions, including ones that people pay a lot of cashola for. For pretty cheap. Oh, wait, that's... Oh, I'm fully in Alliance territory, aren't I? That's why there's Alliance members here. Ooh, okay. That makes sense. So I was like, why would that cloth armor merchant despise me? And the answer is because of war. Because of war. That's fine. That's fine so long as it's not an Alliance player, in which case we have to actually be kind of afraid. Aw, bestie. Scooty. We feel like we've actually played with Scootsy before. This is good. Now we don't have to be terrified of the enemy, who, I mean, come on, Alliance players, they're probably socialists, am I right? You never know when a commie is about.
I need a target.
I've always said this. A Treant ally. Well, they don't seem to be much of an ally to me. Because they're trying to kill me. We should probably be focusing on one target. That's what smart gamers do, I believe. Maybe it's a Treant ally to the socialists. Whereas I love fascism. big fascism fan. Sorry, we keep getting political. It's only because we're morally perfect, and thus our opinions are objectively true. It's to the best of us, you know?
Not enough mana.
Ooh, out of mana. That's gonna be a problem for our health. I don't actually have a need to be killing these treants. Nice. Incredible work. Who else do I need to kill? Whoever that guy is? Nope, that's a treant again. Whoever that guy is? Ooh, that's a pretty killable looking guy. However, we should definitely heal before we try to kill the killable looking guy. Well, that guy just went in, which, it's pretty paced. Recently, we were partying with someone who was a warrior, and so maybe this is just the warrior mode of doing things, but they sprinted into every battle head first, regardless of what anyone's health or mana levels were. And somehow none of us died, but it sure was spooky scary, I've gotta say.
I don't have a target.
Battle Smasher of the Bear. It's looking pretty fun. I'm also gonna kill this innocent deer, because that's what you do when you are a Tauren who loves nature. You kill nature. To be fair, older cultures from the olden days, who, you know, were big fans of nature, unlike our peoples, did love to kill nature still. They were still very pro killing nature. But there's no but there. Well, I guess but nowadays I don't know if that's true. We don't really keep up with people, but we personally are vegetarians, so better than our ancestors. But like we said, our ancestors didn't even pretend to like nature, unless you count the nature poets, and we don't. We hate those guys. They are pretty British, though, I think. Yes, I love free loot. Big free loot fan. Oh no. Our bracers. Well, guys, you better brace yourselves. She gets it. Alrighty. Oh, more King's Blood. Yes, yes, dude. I love King's Blood. I actually do love King's Blood, like in real life. Like when a king is bleeding, big fan. Big fan. What can we say? Not very pro-king. So we're more of a pro-drive. Not even explain that joke, it's so bad. I'm so sorry. Well, she still liked it. Anyway, we kind of lost track of our allies. We feel like we should probably be catching up with them. Oh, but we do need to fight this man. Ooh, but we don't want to fight two of this man? Okay, time to Ghost Wolf on out of here. Let me Ghost Wolf. Let me Ghost Wolf. Okay, now we can run because we're afraid. Spooky stuff, y'all. Spooky stuff indeed. Go ahead and cure me.
I'm out of range.
Unfortunately, I don't have a spell that can cure depression. Am I right? We are right about that. Largely because we don't know magic in real life, and as far as we know, depression isn't a condition in World of Warcraft, which frankly is ruining my immersion. Ah, yes, a Mag Royal. Probably Mage Royal, but that sounds stupid, so we're gonna go with Mag Royal. Why are these botanists evil? We might know the answer to that if we paid attention to the lore, but we're not gonna do that, so...
That spell isn't ready yet.
Yeah, we didn't tell you guys this because we thought it'd be funnier if you suffered, but one of the fun things about this quest mod is you can add in you can change the sound the game plays when you complete a quest, and we decided that extremely loud gunshot was going to be pretty good. Hope that's allowed on Twitch. Probably, because you're allowed to play shooter games. So, I would assume that gunshots are allowed. If not, and it's just when it's a game making the sound, we'll sort of just say that we are playing the gun class in World of Warcraft, which that was a bit, but we just remembered that's a real thing. So, it's believable. Okay, where is everybody? Yeah, that guy's just leaving. So we're gonna go catch up with this guy in order to feel like we're actually... No, never mind, they abandoned us. That's okay. We don't have abandonment issues or anything, so that's probably fine for us emotionally. Kill the guy, kill the guy. That's all we do, really. We just walk towards guys and we kill them. What a game, what a game. What time is it? Ooh. Time for you to leave, because we do need to eat dinner, but we don't want to stop streaming right now. How long have we been going for? Only one viewer. Probably some we were gonna make a bit, but we realized that's a bad bit. That's okay. We were gonna make a bit making fun of ourselves, but then, we're trying to be nicer to ourselves. Alright, where does it say anything about our stream? Okay, presumably that is 1 hour. Presumably the 1:01 means 1 hour. Which is a good amount of time for a stream. I think we got a lot done today. We made some progress in some quests. And that's really all you can ask from a streamer. It's like being entertaining. Let us know. Let us know if we're entertaining. And if we aren't, don't let us know. Because that's not something we can really fix. If there's any technical issues you noticed, we can work on that. But if your feedback is that you're not interesting or funny to listen to, we don't know what to do about that one. Maybe there's some videos you can send us about how to be interesting or funny, which maybe we'd be interested in watching such a video. It's possible. Yeah, okay, so we don't have like a sign off.
I'm still recharging.
Oh, we should have healed first. Hold on a second, buddy. We're also not signing off right now. We're just sort of thinking about doing it. Aggressively considering ending the stream. We have this thing where we just sort of let ourselves get hungry when we're hungry, because we just sort of like, we don't really think that much about the feeling of hunger. It just sort of like feels bad, and then we don't do anything about it. It's one of our worst habits for sure. But that's fine. So our current plan for streaming. We think we're gonna stream on Tuesday nights, and then maybe at other times if we feel like it. But we feel like we should have some consistent streaming time. So we're gonna do Tuesday nights, which isn't gonna be our WoW streams, because those are gonna be more random times, just because we'll probably mostly stream when we have friends online, which I don't think they're gonna change their schedules to accommodate my streaming, because, they're terrible friends. But on Tuesdays, we're going to play a video game that's not World of Warcraft. We'll start like some consistent series, or semi-consistent. We don't know exactly. Maybe we'll do like every other week we change the game we're playing, or we have like 2 series going at once, and every other week we go back to the, what we're saying. We haven't quite decided yet. We'll see what feels right in our heart of hearts. We also have no idea what game we want to stream first. But I'm sure we'll get to that. I'm sure we'll come to some conclusion. If you have any suggestions, feel free to make them. Once again, we might not listen. I don't know if you noticed from the thing about the food that we were talking about earlier, but we don't have like a lot of money. But we do have a lot of games, because We've had Steam for a long time, and our parents were irresponsible and bought us games. That's on them, though. Bunch of fools. Could you stop killing me? I'd love it if you didn't kill me. I'm always saying this. Yeah, I should not kill them right now. I'll do some healing. And more importantly, herb gathering. Let's go. Other things we want to do with this stream. Cure our depression, that's obviously the overall goal. Okay, we were talking about how we don't have a sign-off. We need a brand, you know? I mean, I don't know if you can tell from our MS Paint Twitch overlay, but this isn't the most professional location. And that's fine. We're allowed. But, yeah, we don't, oh, geez, we used to make YouTube videos when we were children. Don't ask to see them, because they're cringe, and we'd probably show them to you, but don't ask. Well, we don't remember what we did then. I think we did a bit. Oh, we remember what the bit was. Yeah, okay, let's do that. That sounds fun. That sounds like a fun bit. But first, because it's a live stream, we gotta thank all of our viewers. Hi, viewers, love you. We don't love you. Don't start one of those relationships with us where you think that we have one. We're not famous enough yet to remember what that's called, but we remember it being unhealthy, so don't do that. That's our recommendation. There's our advice. Maybe we'll end every stream with a bit of ethical advice, because we are perfect. Here's today's ethical advice. Don't sort of invest your emotional well-being in a content creator, because ultimately they aren't able to realistically support you, because they don't know you, and because they don't care. I think that all of us should care about each other as people. That is a very fundamental belief we hold. But there's not too much you can do online for a stranger, and especially if that stranger is somebody who doesn't really know you and is sort of viewing you through this lens of the character you put on. And even if you don't put on a character, like, they just don't know the things about you that you don't talk about online, and their perspective on you is warped, and they're probably gonna expect something out of you that you can't provide. And one person can't save another person. It takes a village. This is another thing we strongly believe in. So our advice for today is, if you feel alone and you feel that all of your emotional needs are sort of stored within a few content creators who don't actually know you and maybe never will, try to find some people in real life. And that's easier said than done. It is. We're still struggling with that. We have some great friends right now, but that took a long time. We're still hoping to build a stronger relationship with them and more relationships with people. Because like we said, it takes a village. You can't rely on one person or even one or two people to take care of you. The world's more complicated than that. Sometimes the person you want to be there for you can't. And that's sad. But it's also just a fact of life. So, you know, don't be an asshole. That's sort of the main takeaway. We swore again, didn't we? Damn it. Okay, we're gonna grab this herb and then go to a place that isn't quite so dangerous. And then we will sign off for the day. It's been an honor. What is this? Still says it's been 1 hour and 1 minute, which I don't think is correct based on the fact that it said that before. But that's fine. That's fine. Everything's working, I think. It's still streaming, right? It is. Probably. We haven't checked in a bit. Hi. What was our sign off? Oh yes, okay. Here's the bit we do. We're gonna introduce you guys to this by explaining it, because that's how you do humor. we like to do this thing where we say, next time, this is what we'll be doing. But it's not actually what we're going to be doing next time. It's a great bit. Hear me out. Okay. Next time, it's thank you all for watching. Next time, we'll be playing more World of Warcraft. And we'll be solving the racist troll problem. We're going to re-voice act every troll character and revamp their entire culture and architectural style. And then we're gonna win an Emmy. That's unrelated. Bye-bye.